Let's begin with Sri Lanka's tremendous economic growth. What's driving it, in your opinion?
Actually, when the war ended 4 years ago, we had an economic boom. What I can say is that even during the war period, the economy was growing at 5% plus. But when the war ended, the pent-up energy, the private sector corporates who were planning to expand and go into modernization, diversification, they started in earnest. And this started the economic boom. And travel became unrestricted. And we started to get a lot of tourists coming to Sri Lanka to see what was going on. And all this process, and especially the north and east opening up, 1/3 of the landmass and 2/3 of the seafront coming open became a tremendous boost to the economy. Agriculture, tourism, as well as infrastructure development in the country. So it was a major boom time for Sri Lanka immediately after the end of the war.
The growth is reflected in Sampath Bank's recent results. What would you pick out as the financial highlights?
Yeah, we made a profit of 3.8 billion in 2011 as compared to $1 billion about 5 years ago. And we had this 1 billion profits for a couple of years, and we were not seems to be expanding on that. And we then went into this rapid expansion immediately after the end of the war. We started opening up branches, and we became very, very aggressive both in deposit taking and also lending money. So our lending growth has been above the industry and probably better than our main competitors. Same thing is applicable to our profits as well. So 3.8 billion profits, which was roughly about 16% over the last year, was a very, very good reflection. Coming from 1st January, the first 3 months this year, is over a 50% profit growth for Sampath Bank in the first quarter itself, both before tax as well as after tax. So the expansion is working. In fact, when we started expanding branches, we were opening branches 5 years ago, maybe 5 to 6 branches a year. Then it started in 2008, it became 19, it became 40 the next year, and last year we opened 35.
So how have policy moves by the central bank here in Sri Lanka impacted on your business?
Central bank's main responsibility is to look after the depositors of this country, which they are doing an excellent job. We have not had a bank failure in the country. So therefore, the directions that they take, the guidelines they give us, on whether it's Basel II, capital adequacy, or how to judge a non-performing loan, new financial regulations are in the right direction, and we always comply them. Right now, we do have an issue. I already told you that we are a very aggressive bank. We have a 23% credit ceiling for 2012, which we believe that is not going to be adequate for Sampath Bank. So we are quite hopeful that at least by end of the year there will be a relaxation, but otherwise we will comply by that. Interest rates are going up and exchange rates is also going up, and it's a challenging situation, but I believe every challenge will also have potential avenues for a bank to do well. So we probably have to exploit whatever the opportunities come our way and ensure that we will end up with a very good profit growth in 2012 as well. I believe we are in the right direction.
You've already touched on the expansion of your branch network across Sri Lanka. How important is that in the overall picture of growth for the bank?
About 4 years ago, we realized we have two main competitors who are much stronger, and of course definitely about 3 times our age. We are only 25-year bank. And in order to catch them, we realized that we need to expand our branch network. So we went on a very aggressive expansion drive, and we are now more or less in line with the branch numbers that they have. What is now necessary is for these branches to break even and make profits, and more importantly to build up volumes both in deposits and advances, which is a very, very difficult but challenging task for us. Having opened all these branches, now we are concentrating ourselves onto making these branches make more profits.
So finally, what do you see as the future for Sampath Bank and for the wider economy here in Sri Lanka?
Sampath is part of a financial services group. We have our leasing company, factoring company, and do have an IT company and a stock brokering company. Still, 96% of profits come from the bank itself. We want to expand it further. We are looking into opportunities of opening a merchant bank and an insurance subsidiary. We want to reduce to the extent to which the group depends on Sampath Bank for its profits. So those are the new things that are going to happen. But it's going to be a very challenging task because we have set very tough, challenging growth targets for Sampath Bank itself. So even for the subsidiary to catch up with that is going to be difficult. But I believe in Sri Lanka we have branches in most of the places that we want to be. Regional expansion has not escaped our mind. We are looking at with open mind. Also, if the opportunities arise, we probably may be looking at taking a stake of a bank or a finance company elsewhere. So these are long-term plans. We need to upgrade our equity, capital, and make better results for us to get into this business. So Sampath future is growth, profitable, ensuring credit quality. These are the things that we have in our mind.
Aravinda Perera, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.